What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is iNNerDeMonZ, and I'm coming back with another StarCraft 2 commentary. Sorry I've been gone for a while, guys. A couple things came up. I went on vacation for a week, and then when I came back, of course I live on the East Coast, so I had the lovely earthquake and then Hurricane Irene in the same week. So I went without power for a little bit, but we're all back up and running finally. During that time, I spent a lot of time working to get some things set up. And one of the things is iTunes. That's right, you can now get these videos on iTunes. So if you like listening to StarCraft on your ride to work, or you're a kid in school that wants to watch some StarCraft on your iPod Touch, you can do that. Just go to iTunes and search for iNNerDeMonZ SC2, just like you would on YouTube. But anyway, we're back here, and we've got a ZvZ between Always and iNNerDeMonZ. And I am not alone today. I've got a co-caster. Once again, coming back is TG Bigwig.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bigwig here. Looks like a good cast today.
Yep, it's a ZvZ of two good players. There's a Diamond League game, and it looks like both Zerg players are opting to macro up. No early pull, no silliness. Both getting their extractor before pull, so we're going to see some speedlings first, it looks like. In the event that we do get something trickery, we can get roaches early with these gas as well. And other than that, let's see what's going on. It looks like he's about to drop a pull here. Possibly. Okay, there goes our first spunt. They go down to almost identical same time. So these players are looking like they're going to use the exact same build. We've got iNNerDeMonZ wisely putting an Overlord at that watchtower. It doesn't actually control the watchtower, but if anything comes up to take it, of course, being a Zerg, against a Zerg player, he's not going to have anything to shoot down that Overlord for quite a while. I didn't see either player scout the other's bases yet, so it doesn't look like they know where each other is. But you never know. We're going to get that out soon. The pools are about to finish. We'll see if they opt to get some hatches or if they go for some early aggression.
Yeah, you always wonder if they're going to keep getting gas after they get speed for those Zerglings and possibly get Banelings. Because if it's pure Zergling, Speedling, Banelings are going to be so effective, it's going to be worth it. And both of them get speed at the exact same time, doing the exact same build. And
we see that, at least in the Always camp, he's still continuing to mine gas, as well as iNNerDeMonZ. So, Roach is a possibility. ZvZ is extremely popular. Roach Infester with Speedling is very viable strat. It usually comes down to just who either has more upgrades or who has more Roaches. The Infestors are very hard to control. We got a Baneling nest coming down for iNNerDeMonZ. And it looks like he's going to push out with a couple scouting Zerglings to try and find out exactly where his opponent is and what is going on. Always possibly doing the exact same thing. We got the Queens popping, injecting that larva. Neither player opting to expand. Interesting move here. Maybe they're both a little nervous about early aggression. They're not comfortable taking that early expo. Always is going to see that scouting Zergling coming up, but of course he's got plenty of Zerglings here to defend it. And if he's wise, he knows where his opponent is. That one Zergling's not going to last. He should just stay here and block that expo. iNNerDeMonZ finally expanding around the 22 mark. Kind of late for a Zerg. No macro hatcheries and anything like that. It doesn't look like production-wise on Always. He's like there's not much saturation here. He's still pumping out Zerglings.
He's getting a lot of Speedlings.
And we got
finally drops his Baneling nest.
Yep, so extremely late Baneling's nest in comparison to his partner here, who has way better, it looks like, economy saturation. Much more drones. Of course, it could just be maxing drones to do a transfer, but with the amount of drones he's ahead, it's not looking too good for our red player here. Let's take a look at our income, and you can tell, blue is definitely ahead. I mean, almost double. So, that's going to cost him in the long run, especially with those Banelings. They're going to come through, and if they hit a hard bust, he doesn't have the amount of money he needs to recover, or remax, rather. It's not going to go over well.
Yeah, he's up by, like, 12 drones, though. So, when a Zerg vs. Zerg battle starts, you really don't have time to make any more drones. It's just going to be pure units, and all the drones you have are just going to...
And here we go. We got Speedlings pushing up the ramp. They run right into a Baneling and take pretty good damage there. The Baneling's actually creeping out a little too far, and that's not a good move. If he's smart, he'll run up one Speedling at a time, which is exactly what he's doing. Try and get those the Banelings to do exactly that. Waste a Baneling on one Zergling. And here comes Always. He's letting the Banelings lead the charge. Zergling's coming in behind, but getting too close. He needs to let those banelings go in first. He's going to see that there's nothing but banelings. We're going to have some baneling on baneling action. Wow. And there we go. That was a very bad move. Now, iNNerDeMonZ is in a lot of trouble because there's a lot of speedlings in his base, and if that spine caller, it's not going to finish, and he doesn't get the cancel either. So here he comes. He's in the main. We got a spine crawler here with a queen that doesn't have enough energy to do any transfuses. The drones are going to have to come in and start fighting with their little claws here. And here we go. More Zerglings popping out, but the way that these drones are set up, I don't think the Zerglings are going to be able to get in. They're not. They're stuck behind the drone line. And he does manage to hold it off, but at what cost? He's switched over his tech to roaches. He's got kind of a bad rally here with that roach running out, almost getting sniped. And we still have terrible, terrible economy going on the red side. What is he doing?
I think red's just trying to get the kill now because blue expanded. He invested those resources into a building, and he's going to invest all his resources in the units and just try and end it early. The longer that blue stays alive, he's going to have the advantage. Is going to keep going more and more to him.
And here we go again. Another speedling run by coming through. We don't have many speedlings back, but we do have a couple roaches, and it looks like some banelings morphing over, so he's going to pull back smartly. Because once those banelings spark, the banelings are here, easily going to take that entire army out. And always is going to have to come up with another plan because his iNNerDeMonZ macro is just going to take over. I mean,
he's getting farther and farther behind, and you can see it in the supply. He needs to get an expansion and play defensive if he wants to catch back up. I don't think any more attacks are going to work now that roaches are out.
And he is not taking your advice at all. Still continuing to produce Zerglings and streaming them into this little hiding place here. He's morphing them into banelings. And looks like he's going to come in for another attack. But we've got some roaches here, and roaches can take some baneling hits. They're actually pretty good as far as tanking goes. Speedlings are set up to go, and we've got another run-by coming through. Banelings heading to charge against the roaches, but the roaches can easily sweep these banelings down, which they do. And the Zerglings get a nice surround on the couple roaches there. He needs to back these roaches up against the hatchery, but he's not doing it, and that's going to cause him to lose those roaches, which is huge